How did they end up there?
Yes. I was asking myself, were they bribed? Were they giving some amount of money to come on this show? Because
she was hurt at a point. She was very emotional at a point.
At a point.
If she had known, that's how she prefers to be called. And she kept saying, or he kept saying that if he had known that Hayford was coming on the show, he would have come along with his iPhone 8 that has all the evidence and the receipts. One is younger than one, but one is mature than one.
I mean, Headucator is he now 21?
Headucator is now
20.
yet to be 21. She's 20. He's 20.
Yeah.
He, she, 21.
Hi, welcome to the show, guys. This is the Saignature right here at Multimedia Studios. You can find us on all social media platforms at Multimedia Studios and on Twitter at armultimediagh. Today, let's talk about a trend that has got everyone talking, everyone commenting on social media, and it's time for the team Saignature to also talk about it. This is not a concept, but this is what you want to hear: the comments, the questions, and this is all you need to know. So we know you are interested in this, and we are here to serve you. Just a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm seated with my favorite guest right here, Borga and Abeiku, the only Borga in Ghana and beyond. And Opako, the CEO, Opako, the director, yes, of all creatives. So we are talking about the trends, and that is why we are here today. Who are we talking about? Headucator and Hayford. If you don't know Headucator and Hayford, stay right here. Those two were on Rant, Bant, and Confession podcast, and after this whole conversation, a whole lot of things were happening on social media. People are asking questions and all that, and that is why we are here. First of all, why at all did they end up on the show and all that? Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you very much.
So, Headucator and Hayford was in the trend, and they are still in the trend. And people still want to finance, people still want to know more. I mean, what first came into your mind when you saw the trending issue, Hayford and Headucator on trending issues?
I was baffled when I saw these two guys. No, sorry, not guys.
Yeah.
Because Headucator said we should be referring him as a guy.
Clock
it. Bobe. So I was surprised to see Headucator and what is it called? Hayford on the show. I was asking myself, were they bribed? Were they giving some amount of money to come on this show? Because I was surprised. Because was it last year it happened or last 2 years? Last year, I think so. Early last year. So they were having this confrontation on social media.
Twitter especially.
Yes.
X.
And so when I saw them on the show, I said, were they throwing dust into our eyes or what?
Was it fake? Were they trying to get an
Drama
attention?
Or what?
How did they end up there?
So I was surprised to see them on Wednesday on the Candy.
Rant, Bant, and Confession.
Actually, I took my time to watch. It's almost 2 hours and some minutes of an episode. So I've been seeing the excerpts on social media for the past 3 days. I started not to pay attention. So last night, I had a late night production. I was very stressed, so I just wanted to ease some of the pressure. So I opened YouTube, and the first thing I saw was Glitch Africa. Posted full episode.
Just almost 2 hours and something.
Yeah, 2 hours and something. I was like, Glitch? Okay, let me watch. So I started watching. It was exciting. You see, we've discussed this whole thing here before.
Yeah.
I mean, early this year or early last year. I don't know, late last year or something. We've discussed it here we discussed on the other show, Freaky Friends. Yes. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, let me pay attention again. And it was amazing. Headucator, right? Made it known on the show that if she had known, that's how she prefers to be called. But to me, if he had known that Hayford was coming on the show, he would have come along with his iPhone 8 that has all the evidence and the receipts.
So according to a Headucator, he didn't know Hayford would be
No, they didn't know. Both of them didn't know.
Are you sure?
No, you see.
That's what he said.
Do you know how I believed her? Mm-hmm. Because she was hurt at a point. She was very emotional at a point. And she kept saying, or he kept saying that if he had known that he's the person he's coming to meet, that phone has everything, he would have brought it. So it convinced me that indeed, because you see, when you are emotional and randomly you speak, you hardly lie. Okay. Another, Hayford also made mention that he got there before they told. No. Headucator said he got there before he was told that the other guest couldn't show up. So Hayford will be in. And he was like, this is what he did. Oh, cool. You see that kind of thing. So the producers knew what they were doing, but they were not told. Because me, if I'm to be the producer, I will never tell them, because one may not come.
But is that how we run a show?
No. It happens. No. Sometimes you should find a way to get your content. Just that manage the show in a way that none of them will be offended. I watched the show fully. Okay, it was a bit, but I watched.
What if it was a live show and then Hayford seeing Headucator then be like, I won't sit on this show.
Even when it was recorded, no, take your time. Hayford walked off the show. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I watched it twice.
Yeah. Myself, I watched it like 3 times.
Yeah, twice. Even when it's a recorded show. But you see, it's exciting when they got emotional. Previously, I wasn't feeling the whole situation. Right. But when they got emotional, then you can tell exactly what the whole situation is about. Because I'm telling you, when somebody's emotional, hardly to lie. Because they speak from how they feel. Yeah, within. Yeah. They don't premeditate anything. It's emotions. And the composure was great. Yes. One is younger than one, but one is mature than one.
I mean, Headucator is he now 21?
Headucator is now yet to be 21. She's 20. He's 20.
Yeah.
He, she, 21. And she, oh Jesus, she says she's now pregnant.
Yeah, yes.
Amazing.
No, you can't say to a baby, but bro bear.
I said bro bear. No, in this case she said, I'm pregnant. My baby is sorry. It's not my baby. It's bro bear. What is bro bear?
You know, I really love that.
What is bro bear? What is bro bear?
I wish she was here to answer this question.
No. I seriously, I'm not sure he's ready or she's ready to talk about this issue again. From how I saw the conversation, it's done.
Headucator, I'm inviting you to the show. You need to be here, guy.
Both. You don't need one. You see, the way the situation is, when you listen to one side, you see, when the situation came, Headucator was all over talking.
Yeah.
Because he said people were DMing him, telling him things that Hayford is saying on Snap and other platforms that he wasn't aware. So he always get the info from people. So Hayford is like, he wasn't openly talking to Ghanaians, but he was doing it with some few people. And Headucator was loud because of the infos he was getting from others.
Yeah.
So actually, for Hayford, it's only on this production that is banter something
confession
that he has spoken. He hasn't said anything till today. But for Headucator, he's been talking all this while. But yesterday, Headucator said that, okay, you've been hearing the side of my story. Now he's here. Let him also say his side of story. So you could know if I'm lying or I'm telling the truth. Then the conversation goes, then one comes and says, you are lying. You're lying.
Yeah.
But
I won't sit
the
here
issue
and
was
to
more
lies.
deeper than how we discussed it the other time.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And Hayford is saying that Hayford is creating the impression that it was his first time having something doing with a man. But the Headucator says that when the incident happened, there were other videos from other people that Hayford had done something with. So,
being gent or doing
gent. So, I'm quoting from Headucator, Hayford it wasn't his first time. And from how the whole thing happened, this is what Headucator said, or Hayford said. Hayford said, a sugar mommy told him that Obema no $5,000. No. $500, which is then 5K cedis.
Yeah.
And he needed that money for something. That was what he said. So he actually reached out to Headucator. Then Headucator told him that, look, I'm not a woman. I'm transgender. So if you indeed want this, maybe I'm doing it for money.
Okay, so Headucator told him the reality.
Yeah. On the show. I'm speaking from quoting from the show.
Yeah.
He said, I told you who I am. I'm doing it for money. If you're ready to pay,
that's fine.
And he even told Hayford that I'm somewhere already. I'm having a gig already. But me, I won't use my money to pick a ride. And Hayford said, you are sorted. Then he came. So they were communicating on different platforms to know his whereabouts before he got there. To understand that they even spoke on Telegram and all that. Then Chairman came. The lady, whatever, came. So when he or she came, then Hayford met her or him, picked him. When they are yet to enter the house, there was a grandmom or something. And it was like
a grandmother's story came in.
It was like, you swear, or your ban I saw your bama. That was the question.
Oh, so the grandma or something.
Yeah, grandma's story
from
came
them,
in.
not me. Okay. And we're like, oh ma, and Headucator said, Hayford said, oh ma, or your bama, that kind of thing. Some person, also your bar or something. Yeah. So not to create any impression. Because the voice alone, like a woman. Yeah, so they entered. According to them, when they entered, your man, Hayford was playing a game. So Headucator was like, okay, so I'm here. You also play this. Oh, I like playing it. So that was where it started. Then, if you watch the video, things started happening. But Hayford confirmed on the show that it happened. To understand certain things I can't say on the show.
Yes. I just wanted to know. I mean, but was the whole show? I mean, they were in the topic for that podcast, that particular discussion.
Were.
I mean, they were talking about I think a financial how to live a financial freedom.
So now, let me tell you something. As a presenter, if I'm a producer and I want to talk about an issue, and I need the two of you, and the issue has to do with the two of you.
So there is something about the two of them that's related to the topic.
They wanted to discuss them, but they just use that topic to get into them.
But I think there was a way that they also related.
So this is how they do it. They said how far you could go to sort your financial needs. Because Hayford said he needed money for something. Yeah. That is how he went that far. So they just wanted to talk about the two.
But you see, there were comments that the show was not even, the topic was not even centered on them.
It was centered on them. It was centered on them. Indirectly, it was centered on them. Hayford said, I needed money for something. Yeah. So that's how far he could go to get the money.
Same thing. It still relates to,
Same. And I love the way
we're getting the right guest for the right topic.
I even love the way the presenters. I don't care who insults me, but I love the way the presenters went about the situation. Yeah. You see, they locked them on the show. Trust me, they locked them on the show because initially, Hayford was like, I don't want to talk about it. This thing is me, and
they kept
he eventually spoke about
in a
it.
Different way.
Yeah. He eventually spoke about it.
She is smart.
And you see, Headucator was ready to say, Headucator was like, oh, you can even judge me. I don't care. So you see, Hayford was caught at a corner that Headucator was ready to talk. The guests were ready to make issues.
I mean,
so you got your point.
I want us to, let's read some of the comments here as the clickbait and the whole podcast was trending. Someone says, I really hope he's going to be paid some good money for this because why bring back a dead issue that caused you and your family so much disappointment and embarrassment?
750 was how much she was paid.
Huh? They were paid to sit there and discuss.
I mean, on the show.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, that I can tell. That I can tell.
If you you were saying they didn't have any idea of they coming to the show
I
to
don't.
discuss this. I think they were not paid an amount of money
I don't
to
know.
lure them to.
I'm not sure. I'm not
I'm-
sure.
We were not.
But if they were not also paid to, I mean, there are people having this. It's because Hayford, that's it. But we saw
No.
how the brother that was
Lucia.
beaten
Oh,
him
but
in
you
the
see, now
video.
they are,
I'm
they are
sure-
public
and they
players,
still-
so
I'm sure
got
they
the-
gave them an amount of money, but not to pay them for disgracing themselves on the show.
Or do you also think that?
but they don't see that to be a disgrace.
Yes, it is.
because he was.
They've already
it was
gone through the
trending. People
disgrace
said they
already. Oh.
disgraced him.
This one is
So,
just trying
you
to.
are.
Yes, if your parents
bringing
have
back-
got to know
Yeah.
what happened and was trending, we saw them beating
Yes,
you.
I saw a
And you
video
came back
last
to the
It
year.
show.
says the one who came to do the beating was an uncle.
Is a brother or what?
No,
Is it a brother?
according to him, he says it was an uncle.
Yes. So if you've gone through all these humiliations
Then you
and
come back.
disgrace,
He
and
says
other
he's
thing,
gone over it.
gone over it.
So now he has
and now
accepted the lifestyle.
He said no. He doesn't. He stopped. He's found Christ. That's
But-
what he said.
Christ.
He doesn't do it for
Today,
just
when coming to the show, when I was having my quiet time, not praying or something, but just checking something on the phone and just doing my own thing, I just went on TikTok and I saw him with this guy, this offender, Echo Black. He's one of social media influencers, and we were discussing about it. They were talking. I said, this guy has no shame, because you coming on the show talking about this, bringing back the situation which happened last year and discussing it. I think that you have not regretted. You've not beaten your own humble pie.
because he says he's out of the whole act.
Yes.
Headucator says, "Me, I'm in," so he doesn't care talking about it. But you that you are out,